There are donut places all over America, but we're here in downtown San Diego because there's a place that the locals rave about for having some of the best tasting donuts you can find anywhere in the world, which is a pretty big call. This is Donut Bar, and obviously, we've got to check out what the fuss is all about. Chef Santiago Campa, you're the Willy Wonka behind these insane donuts. They are pieces of art, and if anything, these are some of the most Instagrammable donuts I've ever seen anywhere around the world.
You know, I often say I think sometimes our donuts are more photographed than they are eaten. So I walk through the dining room and I tell people, listen, if you have to eat it, you can't just take a picture of it, okay?
For someone that hasn't been here, what is this place all about?
All right, when you come to Donut Bar, it's not just about the donut, it's the entire experience. You might see behind me, there's a lot of energy, a lot of action, a lot of commotion. But what we've created here is something really special that is absolutely iconic San Diego. And that was my mission to do. And I wanted to create something that people would all feel comfortable coming into, even if it's a real popular spot.
What do you think makes a good donut?
This is what it is. You have to be unique. You cannot just copy somebody else's donut. That's the starters. But the base of it is you have to have really good quality products.
On that, the Homer donut, I mean, it's a pretty iconic donut. From The Simpsons, look at this bad boy right here.
We're starting with the donut that is about 2.5 inches tall. It's our huge yeast donut. Then what we do is we take our glaze. This isn't an ordinary sugar glaze. What I'm doing is a cake batter glaze. And just look at the size of the sprinkles. We search high and low for the right sprinkle.
You couldn't get a better donut if you headed to Springfield yourself. I know what Homer was on about, let me tell you right now. I love the texture of the actual donut itself. That icing's great, but the actual donut itself,
yes,
it's so incredibly nice. It's so dense without being heavy, and that's a big thing.
It sounds like you know what you're talking about. That's a good thing. That's what it really comes down to. It's the base of the donut. We could put all of the toppings on it in the world, but unless it has a really good, fundamentally sound and delicious base, then we're not going to have these big lines that we have.
When you bite into this donut, you've got that awesome sensation of just a little bit of a spring, that initial puncturing of the donut, and then that great chewiness after. It's quite a process here.
It sure is.
Talk me through this one, because this is not your standard donut by any means.
No, it's not, right? I decided I was going to stick an Oreo inside of a donut.
Why not?
There's a full Oreo in there, a birthday cake Oreo inside of it.
Now, what's this one called?
Oh my.
Oh
birthday
my.
Cake Oreo.
The Oh My Birthday Cake Oreo. Oh my is an understatement.
There you go.
I suppose there are many other things that have been said that you just couldn't really name a donut after.
You're absolutely right.
I totally understand it. I mean, that Oreo as well, just a little bit melted.
Right.
Just a little bit, not too much. You still got that little bit of a crunch in there.
A little bit of a crunch to it.
Still got that cream in the middle of it, surrounded by this fluffy pillow of donutty goodness. It's sensational. What have you got here? What's this?
I've got the French toast donut. I saw it on Instagram.
This is our huge Saigon cinnamon sugar donut. We cut off both of the ends off it, and we put it in this custard. And then we're dipping our huge Saigon cinnamon sugar donut into it, and there's nothing like it. And I serve it with our house-made blueberry jam, Vermont maple syrup, the real deal. This is that top shelf stuff. It's a labor of love, and we stop at nothing to get guys like him to come in all the way from, where'd you come from?
Arizona.
All the way over from Arizona to make a trip to San Diego.
The sheer number of donuts and the variety of donuts you guys have is totally staggering.
I have about 75 donuts that are on my rotating menu. Whenever you come to Donut Bar, you never know what you're going to get, really.
I love creme brulee.
Right.
Creme brulee in a donut, slightly different.
Basically what we start out with is the custard. It's our house-made custard. I add my Madagascar vanilla bean to it, so you still get all of those specks. That's what we love to see at the bottom of our creme brulee. All the vanilla beans, so you know you're getting an authentic creme brulee. And that's what's happening in here. So that's in here. And then we have our caramelized sugar on top of it.
You have the perfect creme brulee crunch.
Oh my goodness, right?
That when you bite into that top, it's that crunch that a creme brulee is known for. Right, I've saved the big one for last.
This, Reuben's the big Poptart donut. I have a full-size Poptart stuffed inside of this thing. But here's the thing, this thing weighs in at a full pound.
My left hand is a little bit tired right now. I could do curls with this thing.
Right? We have our yeast dough, we fold it I lay a Pop-Tart inside of it. I bake it, it comes out. I shove another, I would say about 8 ounces of more, no, 6 ounces, I'm sorry, of strawberry jam inside of it. But still, that's not well enough. Then we're gonna dip it in our cake batter glaze, and we're going to crumble more Pop-Tart on top of it, put some traditional donut sprinkles on it, and then just a ribbon of jam because, well, why not?
Have you been mentally examined?
No, but I think I should, absolutely.
What is going on up there? I don't even know how to attack this.
You know, most donuts don't require a fork and knife. This is to the point of fork and knife status.
I think it needs a chainsaw. This just looks. The inside of this is magical. Here we go.
Enjoy. What have we done to Reuben?
There is so much going on here. There is so much jam.
There is.
There is so much icing, so many sprinkles, that extra layer of pastry with a Pop-Tart, that amalgamation of various textures. It's pure heaven. It's ecstasy in a donut, let me tell you.
We make 3 different kinds, Reuben. I have the strawberry, there's the s'mores, and there's the blueberry. The s'mores is my favorite.
Chef, I don't know if I should thank you or curse you, because you have opened my eyes to a new world of donuts. I will never look at another donut the same way, let me tell you.
I understand what you're saying.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing. Donut Bar here in San Diego. Check it out.